Pambile ZANU-PF, pambile kubambana, pasne mandu. Thank you. The Honorable Vice President and Second Secretary of ZANU-PF, Colonel Retired KCD Mohadi, the National Chairman of ZANU-PF and Minister of Defense, Comrade OCZ Mchinguri Kashiri, the Secretary General of the party and the Speaker of Parliament, Comrade Advocate J.F. Mdenda, members of the Politburo and staff, our facilitators and presenters, comrades and friends. It is my singular honor and privilege to address you all at this workshop for members of the Politburo. This strategic seminar takes place at a defining moment in the party's evolution as we accelerate the realization of Vision 2030. The current development epoch of our nation demands political astuteness from the leadership, as well as constitutional consciousness, ideological clarity, and disciplined collective action. I commend the party for holding this seminar here at the Museum of African Liberation. The museum embodies the values that gave birth to ZANU-PF and stands as a reminder of the sacrifices, the struggles, solidarity, and a shared resolve that secured our independence, our freedom, sovereignty, democracy, and territorial integrity. It is therefore a befitting setting for the executive structure of the party to gather as we recommit ourselves to the sacred mandate bestowed on us by our party constitution. This strategic seminar workshop should be understood as a fundamental intervention to sharpen our capacity in the discharge of our duties. Let us envision the ZANU-PF we want for both the present and the future. It is my expectation that we emerge from this seminar reinvigorated to exercising collective leadership, which is anchored on integrity, honesty, and humility, as well as patriotism and unflinching loyalty to our revolutionary mass party, ZANU-PF. Through the guidance of the provisions in our supreme law, stipulated under Article 9 of our Constitution, the Politburo is assured of organizational coherency, effectiveness, and adaptability. This is of critical importance in the context of the ever-evolving local and global socioeconomic and political environment. At the center of our revolution is our party ideology, Gwara Msangano, which was forged through the protracted armed liberation struggle and sustained by decades of resilience and principled leadership. Ours is a mass party anchored on nationalism, people-centered development, Pan-Africanism, sovereignty, and imperialism and social justice. On its part, the Politburo carries the responsibility of safeguarding and promoting our party's rich ideology, values, and systems. At this level, ideological clarity is not optional, but the lifeblood of our colossal movement. It is therefore imperative that the party's Politburo remains vigilant against retrogressive political vices which seek to weaken discipline and reverse the gains of a revolution. The ZANU-PF Constitution, resolutions of congresses and conferences, our principles, and long-held traditions must remain an enduring moral compass for every member of the party. I call upon us to adhere to the principles of collective leadership. We must abide by the correct line of the party and never personal beliefs or preferences. As we march forward with national transformation, we remain mindful that the core of the party's policy, decisions, and actions is the sacred duty we have to our national interests and ongoing quest to serve the people of our great motherland, Zimbabwe. My dear comrades, Section 70 of our Constitution designates the Politburo as the executive committee of the Central Committee, mandated to act as the administrative organ. This demands a leadership that is loyal, patriotic, honest, resilient, and disciplined, not self-centered. As the Politburo does carry the weighty duty to drive the implementation of both party and government programs and projects towards a stronger party. In doing so, we must demonstrate ethical conduct, a results culture, shared responsibility. The party has a duty to leap forward every facet of the lives of our people. Members are challenged to be self-motivated because inertia and lethargy have no place in our party. The Politburo is called upon to be exemplary in strengthening internal party governance, enforcing discipline, nurturing unity of purpose, and ensuring that the party structures are effectively coordinated. Ngatizvibvunzei kuti tiri kuitei pakushandira musangano wedu nezvigaro zvatinazvo. Tisangova vatungamiriri vane umbimbi ndoga. Kuti kana ini ndisipo ndisina kuita hakuna chinoitika. I challenge us to honestly ask ourselves, what targets have we set within our respective departments towards the performance and operational efficiency of our colossal mass party? To what extent are we impacting skills, leadership, and guidance to lower structures of the party? Vanotitevera vane zvavari kudzidza here kubva kwatiri isu vatungamiriri nhasi? We should continue to be an ever-learning organization, deploying our leadership capabilities to mobilize more people into the party, ensuring that robust mechanisms are in place to sustain and consolidate the ongoing membership growth, which is equally a key priority in our party. Musangano wedu weZANU-PF ndewe vanhu vose, tose tinokwana. My dear comrades, the party constitution and the national constitution are intricately linked with the latter, providing the legal framework within which government executes its mandate. The supremacy of the party must always find expression through policy synergies and complementarity with the government functionaries, ministries, departments, and agencies. I challenge the Politburo to champion constitutional literacy throughout the rank and file of the party. Meanwhile, the role of every party leader, including members of the Politburo, in combating corruption cannot be overemphasized. We are obligated to provide clear oversight, guidance, and leadership in fighting corruption in both the public and private sectors. ZANU-PF should boldly promote the consistent implementation of resolutions on anti-corruption, strengthen accountability and transparency mechanisms, while enforcing clean governance without fear or favor. With regards to this diplomacy and international relations, our conduct, utterances, and pronouncements as the senior party leadership have far-reaching implications on the image of Zimbabwe. Hence, let us always abide by the party policy positions and exhibit the requisite decorum in advancing our national interests. On its part, our colossal mass party ZANU-PF remains steadfast in its commitment to Pan-Africanism, regional integration, South-South cooperation, and the principle of the sovereign equality of nations. Zimbabwe is a friend to all and an enemy to none. My dear comrades, the quest to realize Vision 2030 in our national development trajectory should never limit our aspirations. I call upon the Politburo to initiate forward-looking deliberations that shape the future of our country and generations to come. The party's long vision should focus on uplifting more of our people into a higher quality of life. Sustainability, accelerated and industrialization and modernization, technological innovation, human capital development, and environmental stewardship are essential areas that deserve our supreme attention. As a revolutionary party, we must plan beyond electoral cycles. We must plan for posterity. ZANU-PF remains a party for the future. As a revolutionary party, we must plan beyond electoral cycles. We must plan for posterity. We must plan as a party that shall be there forever. ZANU-PF is a party for the future. In conclusion, I challenge the Politburo, members of the Central Committee, being the critical nerve of our party overall machinery, to sharpen our collective skills and competencies, individually and collectively. We must be ideologically grounded, constitutionally embedded, and resolutely committed to disciplined leadership and effective governance. As we share perspectives and proffer recommendations at this strategic seminar, let us do so with focus, unity of purpose, and a deep appreciation of the responsibility we carry. The future of our party, the stability of our beloved motherland, Zimbabwe, and the prosperity of generations to come depends on the quality of leadership and the guidance we provide now. I invite us to have robust and frank deliberations as we think strategically and act decisively in the party and the national interest. Forward ever, backward never. The development and prosperity of our nation is certain. A luta continua. A luta continua. With these words, it is now my singular honor and privilege to declare this strategic seminar workshop for members of the Politburo officially open. I wish us fruitful, productive deliberations. Pamberi ZANU-PF, pamberi gwaro msangano, pamberi kubatana, pambili ZANU-PF, pambili kubambana, pambiri ZANU-PF, pambili ZANU-PF, basine mandu. God bless you all. God bless Zimbabwe. I thank you.